Okay, this one last topic for this chapter, 7.4, equation of the loci. So before that, just want to recap loci. I think you guys should have learned it in, I can't remember, Form 1 until Form 3. Okay, so I remember there are 4 different types of loci that you should have learned. The most commonly seen in this topic will be these 2. The first one is the circle, like loci is a moving point. Okay, so let's say this is a point P, and this point keep moving at a constant distance from this point. We can call this point O, okay, or the center. Then this is always moving, that it is the distance from here, from like this P to the O is always constant. So the distance is not changing. So it is actually a circle. It's moving in a circular motion. Okay, that if it is in a circle, the distance from P to, should be a circle, the distance from P to O is like a radius, right? Okay, the radius is not changing. So this is actually forming a circle. So no matter how P is moving, the distance will not change from O. Okay, anyway, okay, let me finish first. So this is loci P in a circle form. Okay, another type of loci is the distance from, let's say the P, again the same loci P is moving, constantly moving. No matter how it moves, the distance from P to the 2 points, let's say there are 2 points here, A, B, the distance of P from the point A, B, okay, I need the boundary again. This is B. Okay, so the loci, no matter how it moves, the distance from P to A and from P to B is always the same. Okay, so this type of loci actually is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, no matter how it moves, the distance between this point, let's say this point here, from A and this point from B is always the same. Okay, so this type of loci is actually a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. Okay, so these are the 2 common loci you're going to see in this topic. Okay, anyway, this one is different. Like, you don't need to know how to identify the loci, just that you need to know how to form the equation. For this one, usually you need to use the formula, the distance formula. Okay, so let's start with this question. We have 4 questions to go through. The first one is to find the equation of the loci. I cannot translate this. Anyway, this is saying that the loci is always moving such that the distance of it from point A is always 4 units. Okay, so we use the distance formula. This is how we're going to start. AP is always 4. This is what it's saying. The distance between A and P is always 4, or we can say the line AP is always 4. Okay. Well, we don't say line because this P is moving. Okay, this P is moving. This one is just illustrating how the loci P looks like. Okay, but we're going to use here AP is always 4. The distance between A and P is always 4. Okay, then write down the formula for the distance AP. Remember the formula for distance is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Okay, then you decide which one is your x1, y1, which one is x2, y2. Oh, before that, we need to let P be xy. Let P be xy. Okay, so you can start with square root x from the P. Minus x1 will be your A, which is 2. Okay, then close bracket square. Plus y minus the A's y coordinate, which is -3. So that will be +3. Okay, then you square the square root, close it, then equals to 4. Then the next thing what you're going to do is just open the bracket, simplify everything until you got the equation. The equation we're going to write here is move everything on left side and then the right side will be equal to 0. That's your equation, okay? So the first thing is to remove the square root. I'll continue from here. To remove the square root, you square both sides. That's why I write the sentence here, square both sides. Then the square root will be gone here and then 4 will be squared. So that's 16. Then open the bracket. Open x minus 2 square. That will be x squared minus 4x plus 4. Then open this square. they will get y squared plus 6y plus 9, okay, equals 16. Then simplify things. Let's start with x squared first. Is there any more x squared? No, then just write down x squared, that's done. Then go with y squared. You always start with the higher power first, then go with the smaller power and then constant, okay? So settle the square first. So next one is y squared. There's no more y squared here, so just copy down y squared. Then move on to x, negative 4x here, that's the only x here, so we just write down, copy down for minus 4x. Same for the y, this is the only y here, so just write down plus 6y. Next one is the constant, 4, 9, 16. 4 plus 9, 13. 13 minus 16. When you move this 16 over, it becomes negative 16. So 13 minus 16, that's negative 3. So write negative 3 equals to 0. So that's your equation. So give a final answer. Therefore, the equation of the loci is x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y minus 3 equals 0. Okay, so that's it for this first one. Now the second part is the second loci I mentioned here. So this one is asking you to find the equation of the loci that the point is always moving. I mean, the point Q is always moving such that the distance from A, this is saying the distance of Q from A and from B is always the same. Okay, so first thing, let Q be XY. Okay, then since Q, the distance between Q and A is the same as the distance between Q and B, so just write down QA equals to QB. This is the same as what I did here. Okay, then just apply the formula for distance. So this, the distance for Q and A, this one is the distance for Q and B. I'll just skip through because you should know how to do it. If you're not sure, ask me. Okay, so just apply the formula, then you got this. Then do what we did just now. Just remove the square root, expand the brackets, then simplify everything, move everything on the left side, right side will be just 0. That's the equation, okay? So first thing, square both sides to remove the square root. So square root gone now. Then open the bracket. So you're going to get x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus y squared plus 2y plus 1 equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 8x minus 8y plus 16, okay? Then shift everything over, okay? We're going to do the minus or plus straight away. So we got x squared here. Let's settle the x squared. Put the x squared over. It'll be minus x squared. So x squared minus x squared, actually that cancel each other. 0, okay? Don't need to write. Now, y squared now. Y squared here, y squared here. Move this over, becomes minus y squared. Y squared minus y squared, that's 0 again. Okay, don't need to write. Now, let's move on to x. Negative 6x here, that's only x on the left side, and then negative 4x here, the only x on the right side. So move this over, becomes plus 4x. Negative 6x plus 4x, that is negative, I'm going to write down here, it's a bit different there. Negative 2x, okay? So done for this part. Now the next one is, we're going to go with y rather than a constant. So we're going to get 2y here, and then the negative 8y here. So move the negative 8y here over, will be plus 8y. So we have 2y plus 8y, that will be plus 10y. Okay, then go with the constant. 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 here. This one, 4 plus 16 is 20 here. 20 move over, becomes minus 20. 10 minus 20 is minus 10. So this is what we're going to got if we shift things to the left side. But if you notice, our sign is different from this. Yes, they might have done this and then convert the sign, or they move things to the right side. Anyway, it's the same, okay? So if you have done this, then the next step is to simplify this equation, because if you can see, all the numbers here can be divided by 2. And usually we prefer the first one to be positive. The first term to be positive. So we're going to divide everything by negative 2. So everything divided by negative 2, that will be positive x now. And then minus 5y plus 5 equals to 0. So that's why you got this. Okay? And then write the final answer. Therefore, the equation of the loci Q is, or locus Q is, x minus 5y plus 5 equals 0. Okay? So that's it. I'm going to start here for a while. Pause. Okay, let's continue again. Now the third question. This one you're asked to find the equation of the locus R such that the distance from R, the distance of it from A and B is in the ratio of 1 to 2. Okay, I'm not going to draw how the loci looks like. We're just going to start straight away from this one. Since R to A and R to B is in the ratio of 1 to 2. That's how you read it, okay? The ratio 1 is for the one dimension first, and then 2 is for the second part, okay? So RA is 1, RB is 2, okay? Then write this in fraction if you can see this. Actually, the ratio should be written like this. RA over RB is 1 over 2. Okay, this is how we got RA to RB is 1 to 2. Then cross multiply. So we're going to get 2RA equals to RB. Okay, that's how they got this. All right, practice of writing this until you are good to get this straight away. All right, of course, when they mark this, they're not going to mark this. This is for you to know how to get this. Don't straight away write RA equals to RB. That is wrong. Okay, so practice writing the fractions first and get this correctly done. All right, so after you got this, then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put in the distance formula for this one and distance formula for this one. Okay, so I'll continue with this. So after you got 2RA equals to RB, then just write down 2RA, distance of RA is square root of X minus R. I forgot again. You need to let R be XY before this, okay? Let R be XY before this, otherwise we cannot put it into the formula, okay? So after you've done this and get 2RA equals RB, then write in the formula. So I repeat again, you're going to get 2 square root bracket X minus 5. 5 is the A one, okay? Squared plus Y minus 1 squared equals to square root of X minus 3, that's B, squared plus Y minus negative 4 squared. Then simplify things. So first thing, remove the square root. Now here, do pay attention, we have a 2 in front, okay? So when you square both sides, you have to square the 4 outside, okay? That's why they have the bracket here. Do you see that? This bracket, okay? Because we're going to times in everything. The 2 is outside, okay? So we need to put a bracket here so that you don't get confused later on, okay? So square 2, that we get 4, and then the square root is gone. That's why we have a bracket and then everything inside without a square root. Equals to, this one we have nothing else, so just do it, just remove the square root, okay? Then the next thing, we open the bracket inside first. Okay, we open the bracket inside first, easier to do it this way. Unless you prefer to times in first, also can. But I think open is easier for me. Okay, up to you. But I recommend to open the bracket first. So after open the bracket, you get x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus y squared minus 2y plus 1. That's still inside, okay? Not times with 4 yet. This one, same thing, open the bracket, okay? Then after the open the bracket times in the 4, then you got this. Okay, you got this. They already simplify the, they already combine this. This is 26 times 4, you get 104, okay? And then this part is done. They combine the 9 and 16, so you get 25 here, okay? Then move the things from the right side to the left side, or if you want to move left to right, also can, okay? But like what I say, we prefer the numbers to be positive, especially the one that is going to be arranged in front. Usually you focus at x squared and y squared because they are the ones that are to be put in front, okay? So we're going to put that. So we're going to put, we're going to put to the left side. So move x squared over, there'll be 4x squared minus x squared, that'll get 3x squared. Okay, then go with the y squared, 4y squared, this one put over with a minus y squared, that is 3y squared. Okay, then go with the x, negative 40x here. This one will be minus 6x. So move over is plus 6x. Negative 40x plus 6x, that is negative 34x. Then the y, minus 8y. This one, positive 8y. Put over minus 8y. So minus 8y minus 8y, that is negative 16y. Okay, then 104 minus 25, that's plus 79 equals to 0. So that's your final question. I mean, final equation. So write down, therefore, the equation of a locus R is, copy down. Okay, so that's it. Now, last part. This one is like a problem solving. Okay, so given that the locus, okay, wait. Actually, you just given the equation of the locus is this one, x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 4y minus 3 equals 0. Then the first part asks you the locus P intersect x-axis at 2 points A and B. Okay, it could be something like this. It could be this is the locus and it's going to intersect the x-axis at A and B. Now you have to find these 2 points, the coordinate for these 2 points, okay? So you need to know that this one intersect x-axis means it's going to pass through. I mean, it's going to, I'm just repeating. What I want to say here is whenever it passes through the x-axis, something is 0. What is 0 on this line? Y, right? Whenever we draw it like this one, the y value is 0. Okay, so whenever they intersect the x-axis, let y be 0. Okay, so when locus intersect x-axis, y equals 0, then put y equals 0 into the equation, we'll be able to find the x coordinate for these 2 points. Okay, so at these 2 points, the y is 0. So we know the y is 0, then what is the x? We're going to get x1 and 0 here, and then this is going to be x2, 0 here. Okay, this is just for illustration. Not necessarily that A must be here, B must be here. Not necessarily. It could be A here and a B here. Okay, depends. Anyway, we're going to continue with this one. Just put y equals to into the equation. We're going to get x squared plus 0 squared plus 2y minus 4 times 0 minus 3. Then simplify everything. We're going to get x squared plus 2y minus 3 equals 0. Then factorize it. So you're going to get x minus 1, x plus 3. Okay. Actually, I don't recommend you do this straight away. You should write down x minus 1 equals to 0, or this one is important. Don't skip this, okay? I had these caret marks. Okay, so write this down. Then write down x equals to 1 or x equals to negative 3. Don't skip this one. I repeat again, don't skip this one, okay? Then get this one. Now, we got x equals to 1, x equals to negative 3. So write down the coordinate because the question asks for the coordinates of these 2 points. Don't just leave it here, okay? This is not the coordinates yet. So write down, therefore, A is, we simply decide because we don't really know which one is which and they didn't really tell you, so just simply decide. Let A be this one and B is this one. So just write down A is 1, 0, B is negative 3, 0. Okay? Now, the second part, you need to show that the straight line is a tangent to the locus P. Is a tangent. You know what is tangent? You should know, right? So if this is the locus, the tangent is going to touch. It's going to touch the locus, the curve at one point. Okay, it's going to touch it like this. All right. So tangent always touch the locus here lah, for this case. It's going to touch the locus at one point. This is like one root or one solution. One solution. Okay, so what you are going to expect to do here is to substitute these two equations together, and you're going to end up with quadratic equation, and we're going to use b squared minus 4a squared equals to 0. Yeah, this is okay. I just forgot what the question wanted to ask us. We have to show that this line is the tangent. So how to show it? We need to show that b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Okay, because b squared minus 4ac equals to 0 is showing that these two equations only has one solution, meaning they are only touching at one point, they intersect at one point only. Okay, so this is the final m. If we manage to show that b squared minus 4ac equals 0, then we can show that the straight line here is tangent to the locus. Okay, so let's just write down the equation y equals to x minus 1, label it as the first equation, and then copy down the locus equation. This is the second equation. Then substitute this one into this. Okay, this one we're going to use substitution. We cannot use elimination here because we have the square here. We're not going to remove anything here. Okay, so substitute in, then you're going to get x squared plus x minus 1 squared because this is y. Okay, plus 2x minus 4 times y is x minus 1 minus 3 equals 0. I kind of skip a bit. I didn't explain the details because I expect you learned this in Form 1 already, okay? If you're still not sure how to do this, ask me. Okay, then just open the bracket and simplify things. You will get, this is your answer after simplify things. You should get 2x squared minus 4x plus 2 equals 0. Then, if you notice, all of them can be divided by 2. So divide everything by 2, you get x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0, okay? Don't factorize and solve x. We're not solving x. We want to show they only have one solution. So get the A, B, and C. And then put it into here. B squared minus 4AC. What is the B squared? Negative 2 squared minus 4A is 1 times C is 1. Okay? Calculate the answer for this part. You're going to get 0. Then we're going to expand. Since B squared minus 4AC, the equation, since B squared minus my explanation is quite different from theirs, okay? Since B squared minus 4AC equals 0, meaning this touches the locus P at one point only. So y equals to x minus 1 is the tangent to the locus. Okay, that's what I'm going to write to explain myself. Or you can write like I them say. The equation x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0 has two equal roots. Therefore, this line touches locus P at one point only. Yeah, it should be IE. Usually English you write IE. That is, this line is a tangent to the locus P. Okay, they use this to explain that this one has equal roots because this shows that this has two equal roots, meaning touching at one point. Okay, so same as what I'm saying, but for my case, I'll repeat what I'm going to say. Since b squared minus 4ac equals 0, this line is touching this locus at one point only. Therefore, this is a tangent to the locus. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I think that's it for this topic. You just finished the question. Any question, just ask me. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.